Hey there, fight fans. In today's video, Dana White is about to shake up the MMA world with his next big move.
Well, the return on investment is putting on the greatest live sporting event anybody has ever seen, and definitely in combat sports.
Plus, Artem Vakhitov, the man who handed Alex Pereira two of his rare losses, reveals the blueprint to defeating him. While Pereira has not fought Khalil Rountree yet, he is already eyeing Dricus du Plessis as his next challenge. And what does Magomed Ankalaev think about all of this? Also in this video, Belal Muhammad has his eyes set on a high-stakes clash with former middleweight champion Sean Strickland. So without further ado, let's get started. Now the UFC seems to be cooking up something loud and unusual, and a big announcement appears imminent. Recent cryptic messages from top fighters like Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, Charles Oliveira, and Dustin Poirier have fueled speculation. Chandler teased fans by saying, "I can't wait for you to see what we have in store." While Oliveira hinted at something surprising, Poirier promised big news, and McGregor added to the mystery with a winking emoji. So with all of these prominent names dropping hints simultaneously, it naturally raises the question of a major event in the works. Many believe this could signal a Grand Prix or a Final Four type of tournament. And the backdrop of all of this, the much anticipated fight between Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler remains a constant draw, despite repeated delays. The public has not yet lost interest in McGregor and is ready to forgive him for his whims. Now, Islam Makhachev has unfinished business in the lightweight division. Arman Tsarukyan is more than a legitimate contender for the title, who has been working hard for a rematch with Makhachev. With no clear contenders in sight, Tsarukyan stands as one of the few legitimate threats to Makhachev's reign. Only it is Tsarukyan who can create problems for Islam. There are simply no other candidates on the horizon. I mean, think about it. Max Holloway has a tough fight ahead in the featherweight division with Ilia Topuria, and even if the American wins and regains the title, no one will let him fight in the next division right away. Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, Mateusz Gamrot, they all lost their last fights, and Makhachev defeated Dan Hooker, who had risen in the rankings in half of a round. So as the UFC lightweights stir the pot, fans are left eagerly waiting to see what it is that Dana White has in store.
All right, I am at UFC headquarters here with UFC CEO Dana White. I have just been blown away by this little tour. A lot of it, unfortunately, confidential until September 14th. But Dana, give me your quick and dirty. What can we expect? Somebody who is going to watch UFC Noche on September 14th, give me an idea of the work and the effort that have gone into putting this production together.
Well, I keep talking about it, publicly, but not giving away too much. You actually just toured this little mini sphere that we set up here at UFC headquarters. And, people don't understand the magnitude of what went into this. You keep hearing $20 million but every dollar of that $20 million went into the production and what's going to happen there live Saturday night. And I don't want to give any of it away because I want people to come in and actually be blown away and experience this thing that night. But, we were just talking, our head of production, Craig Borsari, was talking about a shoot that we did in one of the worlds. We call them worlds. And one of the worlds, we did this big, literally like a full-blown Hollywood shoot for 2 days in LA for 4 seconds of the film that will go inside that world. 4 seconds, 2-day full-blown casting, actors, set design, costumes, the whole deal for 4 seconds.
What's the return on investment on a 2-day shoot for a 4-second video?
Yeah, well, the return on investment is putting on the greatest live sporting event anybody has ever seen, and definitely in combat sports.
Contract right there. He goes right on his back.
Hey, that's got to be the biggest upset in Contender Series history. And not only did you win, you're not standing up yet. Love you too, honey. Congratulations. Incredible.
As for Alex Pereira, he has not yet faced Rountree, but he is already setting his sights on a new opponent, Dricus du Plessis. Many expected Pereira to make a move to the heavyweight division, where potential matchups with John Jones or Tom Aspinall would have excited MMA fans. However, Pereira appears to have made his decision, opting to pursue another belt in a different weight class. Now, this presents a significant opportunity for Pereira to potentially become a two-division champion. Afterward, he could still consider moving up to heavyweight. However, this decision leaves Magomed Ankalaev in a very frustrating position. Ankalaev recently reacted to Pereira's plans to return to middleweight after his next fight, expressing his frustration on X. "You are so weak, Alex Pereira. You only pick on those in lower divisions and think you can beat them. People are not stupid. There's a reason you're fighting Khalil and not me." Now, as you know, the Dagestani is constantly in close proximity to a coveted fight for the belt. Of course, Magomed got a contender's chance, but it seems that even a victory in the next fight will still not allow the Russian to fight Pereira. Dricus du Plessis did not ignore the statement of Pereira, saying, "Alex Pereira, you and your boyfriend Sean Strickland may have a family quarrel over who of you goes to bed first," the South African fighter posted on social media, responding to Pereira. For example, Dana White is delighted with the idea. He recently made it clear that he is ready to consider any idea of Pereira's.
He's nasty. That's my take on him. He wants to move up. He wants to move down. He wants to go That's why people love him. Those are the type of fighters that people love. Pereira wants to fight everybody. I don't know. It's a good problem to have with a guy like him.
Go to heavyweight. If you truly want to become a three-weight division champion, which, by the way, what an achievement that would be. He would be the only person in the history of the UFC to ever do that.
Artem Vakhitov, a former kickboxing rival of Alex Pereira, recently shared insights into why wrestlers tend to struggle against the Brazilian knockout artist. Speaking to Adam Zubarev, Vakhitov explained that Pereira lacks defensive striking, creating exploitable openings in his stance. He pointed to Israel Adesanya's knockout victory over Pereira as a prime example of how a skilled striker can capitalize on these gaps rather than relying on wrestling or grappling. Instead of trying to out-wrestle him, Vakhitov believes that staying composed and exploiting his defensive weaknesses in striking is a more effective path to victory. Now, this does contrast with the usual perception that grapplers are Pereira's biggest threat.
Да, я как вижу, должен быть базовый ударник. Только базовый ударник может победить. Не ММА боец, не тем более борец, грэплер, кто-то или еще. Только базовый ударник, который, потому что вся его работа это только ударка, только кикбоксинг, тайский бокс, колени. И тот, кто знает это уже сферу ударной техники, он знает, где тут защититься. Я вижу ошибки, допустим, что защита у Перейры, почти отсутствует. Даже тот же самый первый бой с Блаховичем, не знаю, видели где. Поэтому защиту, все знают, что у Перейры защиты нету, но зато атака преобладает, дает компенсацию вот этому. Второй бой же все мы видели с Адесанем, как он попал. Также у него защита ручки вот здесь, голова вот здесь. Он тем более еще высокий.
Vakhitov, the last fighter to defeat Pereira in kickboxing, currently holds a 2-1 MMA record since switching to the sport. The 33-year-old is set to compete on the October 8th edition of Dana White's Contender Series, aiming to secure a quick path to a UFC rematch with Poatan. UFC welterweight champion Belal Muhammad has his eyes set on a high-stakes clash with former middleweight champion Sean Strickland. Since capturing the welterweight title, Muhammad has found himself with a wealth of opportunities, including the possibility of testing the waters at 185 pounds. While he is expected to defend his title in the welterweight division for now, Muhammad is eager to explore the middleweight landscape, potentially aiming for a second UFC belt. Now, one fight that has particularly captured his attention is a bout with Strickland. The two have shared some heated exchanges over the years, with their rivalry growing more intense. Strickland, known for his brash persona and divisive opinions, would be a challenging opponent, but Muhammad seems ready to embrace the challenge.
Oh man, I would love to fight Sean. It doesn't even have to be belt on the line. I would just fight him, just to fight him at 185. Yeah, that would be the fight I would want at 185. I have 4 top 5 wins. Yeah, when you look at it, it's gonna eventually be like, now I'm gonna have to do a rematch. Now there's gonna be another rematch. But I think after 2, I can start talking about it. Yeah, I think it just depends on who's the champion or who's up there, right? Because if it's Sean, I would definitely want that fight and I would beg for that fight. I don't think he's gonna be touching gold anymore. Dude sucks.
Yeah, wow. Well, what do you think you and Sean would look like if Sean was the champion?
Oh, I'd slap him around. I literally go in there and I slap him around. Sean, when I think of tough fights, Sean's not one of them. I think he would be an easy fight for me. He beats a lot of guys with cardio. I have better cardio than him. He beats a lot of guys with jabs. I have better boxing than him. He beats guys with teeps. But those guys, they fight him a certain way. They don't fight him smart. Costa backed up the whole time, and then he just took those teep kicks. Even with Adesanya, he backed up the whole time for the most part. And then even in that fight, it wasn't that great of a fight. He fights safe, and he fights to not get hit, and he fights to not lose. So I think I go in there and I break him with pressure, and honestly, I'll make it look easy.
Oh, he's about to fight. He's about to fight the bouncer. He's about to fight the bouncer. He's about to fight the bouncer. Shit. Hey, back up. Back up. Oh my god. I got the hair. Nate, chill, bro. Chill, Nate.
Hey, you're in the wrong place.
Hey, Hop, don't do this to me.
Where are you at? Huh? Don't come and kiss me.
I'm home
Don't
now.
come and kiss
It's
me.
reality. Life is good now.
You can hug me.
Tell these guys, shut up and train. Hey, these guys. Huh? Hey, when you leave? Hey, you have a barbecue the other day and you don't call me? You have a barbecue? I call you. No, you did. You have a barbecue the other day and you don't call me. You give me barbecue and you don't call me? This is crazy. What's up, dude? I call him. Hey, I call him. I call this guy. You know what he did? You don't give me. Be careful. You know what he do? Yeah. He don't answer my phone and he send me, hey, what is this? Hey, I call you. Call me back. What is this? Hey. What do you mean, hey? When did you send me this? This is, brother, Thursday, 12:47. What number you have for this one? This is your number. No, press the button. No, press info. Oh, this one there. All right. This is your number. Brother, when did you send me this? This is your number. I know this. Hey. When did you send me this? Okay, I'm gonna call you again. Look. Brother, hey, no. Give me. Yeah, I see. Listen, you see? When did you send me? You're just supposed to post like... No, just like this. Green line. This is crazy talk. Now you understand, coach?
Yep.
Phone, remember everything.
That's all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.